Hey everybody, today I'm going to be making a wicking tote. I'm using a 17-gallon tote. I'll be putting plumbing in it to allow the water to go into the reservoir in the bottom of the tote. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll be putting a link up here to the previous videos that I've published on this topic. This tote has a usable depth of about 12 inches. So I'll put about 6 inches of perlite in the bottom of the tote, and then I'll put some plumbing in on top to deliver the water to the reservoir and to provide drainage. The depth isn't really critical, but I want to make sure that I have 6 inches of soil to grow the vegetables in. Now I'm using a step drill because I don't happen to have hole saw handy. This allows me to drill successively larger diameters until I can fit the pipe nipple in that I'm going to put through this wall. This is the nipple that's going to be going through the wall. That fits well. Now I've screwed the pipe nipple in through the wall. That's nice and tight. I have these old PVC fittings that I'm going to use to plumb everything up. What I'm going to do now is cut a piece of this pipe to go from this fitting here down to the bottom. Now I'm just going to dry fit these pieces together. There's no need to glue it. It's not critical that you have absolutely watertight fittings. This will be good enough. Now I need to drill just a few holes in this pipe to provide an ability for the water to go in and out. I have 3 holes that I've drilled in this pipe. That's more than enough to allow water to go into the tote and to drain off any excess that might happen if this is outside when it rains. Now I'll slide the pipe into the nipple fitting. There. What I'm doing now is cutting a pipe so that we can put water into the tote without having to feed it down through the soil itself. You can. I just like to make sure that I fill up the reservoir from the bottom. You can see how the wicking tote is plumbed. There's a nipple on one wall that connects to a horizontal pipe that in turn connects to a T-fitting, and then two more pieces of pipe. That's all there is to it. Now we're going to put some perlite in it. I'm going to finish filling this tote with perlite and then compress it down a little bit. Now let's see how much space I'll have for the soil. About 6 inches. Now we need the soil separator. I have a piece of landscape fabric that's left over from some of the work that we did out in the yard. It's just a matter of finding a section to cut that will fit over the perlite. The fit isn't terribly important. The point is to try to keep the soil separated from the perlite. Now I'm going to get my potting soil and start filling this tote up. We have the wicking tote done. I'm going to go ahead and trim up this landscape fabric a little bit so it looks nicer. And then I'll start filling this tote up with some water. It's not critical that you have absolutely tight. It's not critical that you have absolutely tight